Well, hey guys, Silly Tuck here. We're back here again, here, this place, with the guy. He's over there.
Oh, hey guys, Puddy Tuck here, coming at you from a new location.
Yeah. Welcome to Bad Blood. This is a Raw branded pay-per-view. And thus you will see people who are on the Raw television brand. Yep. Tonight we've got 6 matches that have been advertised and hyped up. Starting from the top there on the pre-booking, we've got La Resistance taking on the Hurricane and Maven. So this all kind of started as Spike Dudley took on Rob Conway on Raw and got a surprise roll-up on Rob Conway. The following week, Rob Conway demanded a rematch. And in that rematch, Rob Conway was able to pick up the victory. But this entire time, Spike has kind of been getting friendly with both the Hurricane, Maven, and Billy Kidman. And so the Resistance, after Rob Conway beat Spike Dudley, all came in to teach Spike Dudley a lesson. And so Hurricane and Maven came down and helped him ward off La Resistance, and now we've got this tag team match. Lita versus Nat Hart is a high-profile women's match. The
Backstage, this has been the most controversial of the matches on this card today.
The greatest women's champion of all time, Nat Hart, against Lita, who does flips. These two, they both respect each other. They both said that. They both seemingly like each other. And tonight is just a straight-up fight to see who the best is. We've got Matt Hardy taking on Tajiri, which was all started when Tajiri professed his love for the great American sport of baseball.
Great Japanese sport of baseball.
Well, one or the other.
That's what he said. You can, make your own interpretation, but he said Japanese.
It translates over to American.
Wow, that's amazing. Yosuke's doing some overtime over there.
Good shit, Wally. Matt Hardy proceeded to call baseball stupid.
Wait, isn't this the first? I'm pretty sure to the YouTube audience, they don't know who Wally is yet, right? This is like we should explain the whole Wally thing, because...
Yeah, so when Tajiri came over to Raw, Johnny Ace saw him as a potential star, but the language barrier. Tajiri can't speak any English, aside from saying Big Mac. I don't know if you get what that's a reference to or not.
I don't.
There's a really famous John Cena road story where Tajiri would refuse to speak English except for when they went by McDonald's, in which he'd go, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac, until they went in the drive-thru. And he's like, whatever. Like, Cena was like, the weirdest thing was, like, everybody knew full well that Tajiri could speak full English, like, perfectly. Anyways, yeah, so Matt Hardy called
No, you were explaining the translator thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so Johnny Ace hired Wally Yamaguchi to translate for Tajiri, and he translates for Tajiri.
And is also his devious heel manager.
Even though they're more like cuddly baby faces.
Yeah, they're on the turn, they might say.
Wally's like a fun mascot. I don't think we actually set the turn out tonight, so we'll just have to wait.
Do it tomorrow. Yeah,
actually make them baby faces. They've been baby faces the entire time, pretty much. But yeah, so Matt Hardy called baseball stupid. Tajiri took issue to that. Costed Matt Hardy a potential Intercontinental Championship match. Yeah. Matt Hardy's obviously pretty pissed off about that. And that's how we've got this match tonight.
Yeah, we should actually, on that note, I know you were probably going to touch on it on some of the later matches, but I think we should do it kind of separately. We should probably talk about the title changes over the last 2 months, because there's been a lot of back and forth. And
yeah, Raw is like crazy. You want to just look at belts, so I can just
that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, so currently Our World Heavyweight Champion is still Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, this
Haven't
one
missed
hasn't
anything
changed.
there.
Yeah.
Our World Tag Team Champions, however, are Ric Flair and Batista. I believe when we left you, the tag team belts were on Rob Conway and Rene Dupree.
Indeed.
So La Resistance, no, because Backlash happened.
Did Backlash, is that, let's have a look.
I think that's Backlash.
Wait, if you look at defenses, it'll tell you when they won it. View defenses.
Yeah, they wrestled on Backlash. They won it on Backlash.
Gotcha.
So when we last left you, World's Greatest Tag Team were the Tag Team Champions. They proceeded at the start of May to defend their titles in a tag team turmoil match after Shelton Benjamin went. He fought against Triple H, I believe. No, he fought against Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, yeah.
To win the Intercontinental Championship.
That was after he won the opportunity off by defeating Matt Hardy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope we're making sense.
So Shelton Benjamin, first of all, Shelton Benjamin beat Triple H twice. First of all, with a little bit of interference, and then second of all, by his own merits. It was some may call it a fluke, but if it happened twice, is it really a fluke? So the week afterwards, Evolution are pissed at Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin gets a match against Matt Hardy. The winner gets the IC title match. Shelton wins. So Shelton's going to get an IC title match next week on Raw. Evolution are still pissed, and by extension, Eric Bischoff is pissed, because Eric Bischoff's honorary member of Evolution. To start the night, Shelton Benjamin does it. He beats Randy Orton, wins the Intercontinental Championship off of one of the most successful Intercontinental Champions of the modern era, and that's not the end of Shelton's night, because Eric Bischoff is a vindictive son of a bitch, and he sets up the main event. World's Greatest Tag Team are going to have to defend their tag team championships in a tag team turmoil match. They beat all of the best tag teams on Raw, and they come out the other end. Charlie Haas, shining star, but Eric Bischoff tells them that they forgot about their other opponent, and out comes Batista and Flair.
And then we had the rematch 1 week later, I believe.
Yeah.
Solidifying Batista and Flair's place at the top of the tag team ranks once more. Women's belt is still on Net Hart.
Yeah, indeed. And that background is what leads us to many of our three main events this evening.
Yes. As if we go over here, we have Ric Flair challenging Shelton Benjamin for the Intercontinental Championship. I believe Ric Flair just kind of got told he was fighting Shelton for the IC belt. It's a very Eric Bischoff play. Just Rick, you're gonna fight that guy at the pay-per-view. You guys have issues, it'll work. Shelton's looking to come up big tonight. Ric Flair is one of the best wrestlers of all time. Any way you look at it. And so Shelton Benjamin, he's in for one. You know what I mean? If he's gonna walk out of this, he's got to bring his best. Even then, you might fall short. It's Ric Flair. I mean, you could play your best game, and Ric Flair's still gonna come out on top.
Woo!
Speaking of best ding the game, like that transition, that worked good.
Yeah.
We've got a number one contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's Randy Orton, the former Intercontinental Champion, the man who asked and pleaded for opportunity, taking on the returning Chris Benoit. So this all started, I believe, about a month ago now, when Chris Benoit came back and stared down Triple H and made him very uncomfortable. The following week, it was announced that Chris Benoit would be the number one contender. I believe he was told he would be the number one contender coming out of Bad Blood, going into the next Raw pay-per-view, which Vengeance. Going into Vengeance, Chris Benoit would take on the winner of Triple H, Eddie Guerrero. However, Paul Heyman, he's been pretty active as the co-GM. And Paul Heyman saw Randy Orton, this guy who's been here for a while now. He's put in the hard work. He's just lost his Intercontinental Championship match after one hell of a reign. Maybe it was time to reward that. So Paul Heyman made a match. He made this match for the number one contendership. Randy Orton, Chris Benoit. Winner fights the winner at Vengeance.
There you go.
And by winner, I meant winner of this.
Fights the
World Heavyweight Champion Eddie Guerrero versus the game Triple H in Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah,
I think it speaks for itself.
yeah. Well, I think there is a little bit of context that might interest the fans, and that is, of course, that one thing we didn't mention in the ongoing Shelton Benjamin versus Evolution rivalry is there was a Charlie Haas Batista match in which the winner, either Eddie Guerrero or Triple H, would get to pick the stipulation. And Batista did destroy Charlie Haas, as is to be expected.
Yeah.
And Triple H, said, you put my friend through hell recently, the Ric Flair Eddie Guerrero feud. Now I'm going to put you through hell.
Fucked his mom.
Fucked his mom. Now I'm going to fuck you inside Hell in a Cell.
What kind of crazy son of a bitch does that?
Guerrero!
Other high-profile things that have been happening on Raw. Kane is attempting to track down Paul Bearer, who keeps holding this mystical force over top of his head. We've got Christian tonight, for the first time ever, teaming with his new best friend, Trish Stratus. And I think that's... Oh! And we might hear from the extremely popular Billy Kidman. Oh,
Ooh.
Billy Kidman.
Ooh.
Billy Kidman's here.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you want to watch the not the pay-per-view, the TV dates, you can follow the link in the description to twitch.tv/Matsudairo. We stream here
About once a month.
irregularly.
Yeah.
At this point, irregularly. We are in the Nationwide Arena. Yep, Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. You ready to roll?
Of course I'm ready to roll.
He's ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll the fuck out of here.
Okay, dude.
We kick off with a big video package. Basically just telling you all the shit you already know.
Tonight, the bad blood will be settled, and blood will be spilled. And now, Snickers and Raw presents WWE Bad Blood.
It's always Snickers. It's always Snickers.
Pew, pew.
Folks, we got a great night of rattling action here to you tonight. Jerry Lawler's like, women! Ah!
Tonight's main event was such a slobber knocker, the network had to make us change it. Stay tuned.
And I think we're kicking off with Randy Orton and Chris Benoit.
We are. Huge match.
Who's your money on?
Clear. Orton. He's the future. He's so hot as well. One of the best Intercontinental Champions of all time. That he's everywhere aside from New England, he's hot as fuck. So I think sky's the limit for him.
Well, Chris Benoit has just come back, though. He looks focused.
He's rusty, is what he is.
I think we'll see how rusty he is tonight. Here we go.
Oh my.
Good shit.
Ain't no rust on that body.
Not at all. Chris Benoit beats Randy Orton in 13:53 by submission with a crippler crossface. So this entire match is kind of back and forth. But once Benoit cinches in that crossface, you're done. You're done. You can't let him get that on you. Yeah.
Whoever wins that main event is going to have to contend with that crippler crossface. I was wrong about Chris Benoit. There's no rusty at all.
No. Write down that 81. We'll have to see who does better.
Indeed. Well, we'll have a VOD to look at.
Fine. Moving on. Billy Kidman is here. Big pop. He goes into Eric Bischoff's office and says, Eric, man, I'd like a match tonight, man.
And Eric's like, controversy creates cash. You do not. No match for you, Billy.
Billy says, "Oh man, that's really hurtful, but I respect your decision, I guess, man."
Why is Billy now Rey Mysterio?
They were all the same to me.
Wow.
Small people. Come on.
Wow.
All right.
We're going straight into a match here. Yeah, we are.
We are.
Tucker, how could you?
Resistance. Heel territory. La Resistance beats the new Raw faction because they're sneaky heels.
Also, should we just book in Benoit versus Triple H for Vengeance now? Because no way Triple H is losing the main event.
Yeah, absolutely. We can actually do that right now. Vengeance.
I mean, Tucker hates pre-booking stuff in early, so you know how much confidence he has in Triple H.
Come on.
Yeah,
he's the game.
He's the game.
La Resistance has set the tone.
It's true. It's going to be a...
heels tonight.
Yeah, Orton, I think, will be the only heel to lose.
Get fucked, Randy. Even more so, get fucked.
Yeah, Trips is like, Randy, you know, don't worry about it. When one of us wins, we all win. So why don't you go home and enjoy the rest of the show? I'll pick up the slack.
I just like these two notes. I just think like Rick's off the side being like, be nice to each other.
You take me apart, Randy.
Hunter, support him.
Keep supporting this faction.
Hell yeah. Christian Trish Stratus discuss being ready to wrestle tonight. And that they are.
Christian's just making snide comments about Trish's appearance, though. Like you would to Chris, but we like Trish Stratus and we didn't like Chris.
He makes a casual note about Trish not being as pretty as him.
True. You know, Trish used to be in way better shape back when she was the women's champion.
She was lighter in NXT.
But Christian, you know, Christian likes the new Trish, you know? He likes the curves.
Fucking... I think I agreed to make Christian a fucking creeper, but alright.
You didn't? He's a creepy little fucker.
He's a creepy motherfucker, but like... Alright. I think we're into a match?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, by the way. Hello. Not Hard has arrived. Ignore the performances.
Yeah, okay.
Ignore the performance. That was without the storyline. This could have banged.
Yeah.
Why didn't this have a storyline?
I thought it was. I thought it did. I didn't.
I mean, the storyline would have been bad anyway. But...
Yeah, I don't know. Huh, weird. But anyways, Nat Hart submits Lita.
I think
taps the fuck out.
I think Nat Hart has made it now. This reign, I think we can confirm it's one of the best of all time.
I believe so. I just heard the seagulls in the background. It's fucking amazing.
I'm living at the beach now, motherfucker.
And I mean, I'll be honest. Nat Hart's night can't get any bigger.
Konnichiwa. Hi, hail. Go World Heavyweight Women's Championship. Trish Stratus.
Oh, that's what you get. Yep.
I was just given. I was given directions by Tucker, and I followed them.
We see Eddie Guerrero. He's sneaking somewhere. He's talking about how he can't let Evolution win. He can't. And so he drives out. It's nighttime. He drives out to some big factory. I don't know where the fuck they make cages. Factories.
It's actually a laundrette, but under the ground there's a secret Hell in a Cell factory.
Oh, I like it. I like it actually. He goes to the laundromat, and so he's got to distract the security guards out front because he didn't bring any clothes to wash with him. They're gonna know he's up to something.
Yep,
they've got a poster on the wall.
But Eddie does have the world. But Eddie does have the world title on his shoulder. He didn't bring any clothes with him, but he makes sure to hold the world title on his shoulder.
Fuck yeah, he does. He's like, Eddie Guerrero looks around, and he suddenly spies somebody walking down the road or something like that. And whatever, Eddie asks him, "Oh man, my car broke down, man. Could you by any chance look inside the car and see if you can fix it?" And he's
Why
like,
is Eddie now Ready Guerrero? Why is Eddie now Rey Mysterio?
Everybody's Rey Mysterio, bro. Come on. And so the guy gets in the car, and Eddie closes the door and locks him in. And Eddie goes, "Oh my God, security guard Holmes is. This guy's locked in his car." And they're like, oh my God. And they're trying really badly to get the car door open. They can't do it. And Eddie slips in the laundromat. he finds the stairs and goes down the stairs.
Like, you need to press a button to like lift one of the laundry machines up, and then he goes down the stairs.
I like it. He goes down, and there's the Hell in a Cell. And Eddie sees the lock that's on the Hell in a Cell, and he takes off the lock. He maybe just breaks the lock or something like that, and puts on a different lock.
Oh my.
And locks it up, takes the key, and starts to leave the laundromat. And he goes on the outside of the laundromat, and they're still trying to get that guy out of his car. So he's like, "I'll just buy a new car. It's not that tough. I'll steal one. I don't care."
Oh my.
And Eddie drops the key down a little grate into the sewer below, which means I don't really know anybody's going to get in, but I don't know. We're just going to have to probably deal with it. We'll drop the Hell in a Cell around them. I actually like that idea. That's actually really cool.
I think they did. I think they've done that in a few of the matches.
They have. We'll do that. They'll come in and then we'll drop the Hell in a Cell around them.
Maybe that's why we don't have the. Maybe that's why we don't have the 10 minutes of downtime.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't realize they had great chemistry. I think we knew that.
I don't think we did. I think that's just a happy little accident.
They're just really fucking good together. Good shit, folks.
Good shit. And well, the question on everybody's lips during this match, and Trish looks a little distracted, is she going to accept Nat Hart's call out?
Well, I think the real question is, will Billy Kidman get a match? I mean,
oh, that's right. Maybe we'll find out more about that soon. Oh my!
Like right now.
Oh my! That title.
Paul Heyman calls Billy Kidman into the office, and he says, "Billy, I like you. I think a lot of people here on Raw like you, and I think Eric sometimes can't stand the fact that people take to you more so than they take to him." He's like, what I'm trying to say, Billy, is you're a really likable guy, and you work hard
for money,
and you're a good wrestler. I'm gonna give you a match tonight. And he's like, unfortunately, there's only a couple people in the building. You know what I mean? We're not flying everybody out. You asked for a match. You've got a match, and your match is against Batista. Billy Kidman's like,
oh,
fuck.
Oh, well.
He's like, Paul. What the fuck, man? Should just left it.
Can it be like Matt Hardy? He's already wrestling. Okay. What about one of the La Resistance guys?
We go to Batista watching a TV, and he says, "Batista?
That's
I'm
me.
Batista."
That's right, big guy. You're learning a lot.
He's like, I'm wrestling. Looks down. He's in a suit.
It's okay, big guy. We'll get you gear. We got you gear, big guy. It's okay.
Gear? Like
you can change,
car?
big guy. You can change.
Batista? Change?
He looks toward the camera. And then that's the end of the segment.
He's just never changed his clothes before.
I think it's more metaphorical about whether Batista can change on the inside.
Well, yes, obviously. Yeah. But also, I like to think that Ric Flair literally had to change him. It's a very dependent relationship out here.
Surprisingly not the direction you might think. Wow, this was good.
Yeah. This match ends kind of prematurely when Matt Hardy goes under the ring and just pulls out a fucking baseball bat, just fucking hits Tajiri over the back of the head with it. Tajiri's just down out cold while he's like, oh my god.
I like to think as well it's one of those tacky baseball bats that's painted and it's got the colors of whoever the local baseball team's major rivals are as well. And Hardy like uses it.
I don't think it'd be Columbus. Columbus doesn't have a baseball team, and they'd be Cleveland. So whoever the hell, like, I don't even know who the Indians' rivals would be. Maybe the Cubs, like Chicago. I don't know.
Well, we'll leave it to everybody's imagination.
Yeah. Also, it might no longer be topical. The Cleveland Indians are probably not the Cleveland Indians if you're watching this any time past like the next couple months.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's play.
Let's play.
Don't be a fucking bitch. So Eddie Guerrero, he's doing something for a DVD. Something maybe showcase. Like if it was 2020 or something like that, I'd say like he's doing some kind of network thing. But instead he's doing some kind of DVD or something about his like rise to becoming world champion or something like that. And so he's like, yeah, no, the locker room's just this way. And he goes into his locker room, and just in his locker room is just Chris Benoit, like just kind of standing there looking at him. And he's like, holy shit, you scared the fuck out of me, man. Don't do that. And he's like, Chris, brother, how you doing? I know, I haven't seen you. I haven't come to visit. I'm sorry. I've been kind of busy, points to the world title. You know, he's like,
Chris also looks at the world title at that point, but only for a brief second before looking back at Eddie.
Stares right back at Eddie, and he's like, listen, man, you know, it's great to catch up and all, but like I'm doing a thing right now, you know? And Chris just stares at him. And Eddie says, okay, I get it. I know why you're here. I saw earlier tonight your number one contender. I got you, all right? I'll make sure I get my deal done, and then me and you can have a fun match at Vengeance. And Chris just stares at Eddie. And he says, Chris, listen, I know, all right? I'm sorry I didn't come to visit at all, all right? I didn't think you were that hurt when you stopped showing up to work. I just assumed, well, I don't really know what I assumed, but listen, I've been busy. I have 4 raging lunatics. One of them can't even dress himself. Like, I'm dealing with a lot of shit here on this brand. How dare you just show up and accuse me of something like this? And Chris Benoit continues to just stare at Eddie. And he's like, okay, Chris, I'm going to go. You can have my locker room. I need to sort something out before I go and wrestle, but you can't do this to me, man. Eddie leaves, somewhat disturbed. Chris Benoit leaves, having gained the locker room.
He like picks up the keys off the table.
The camera holds on Chris Benoit, and a single tear falls from his eye. He never did visit.
It's to deal with jugs more.
Fucking clowns. You wanna run this one?
Yeah, I mean, this was. Let's not get disheartened by the fact that this wasn't very good. Let's just appreciate that Batista aggressively beats up Billy Kidman, much like he did the Hurricane last month. But Billy Kidman's always just out of his grasp, right? We're talking about sequences where Batista hits like a minor power spot, a medium power spot, and he's going for a big power spot like a brainbuster, and Kidman just gets away. And the whole match is kind of those 1-minute segments where Batista is building and really, really dominating the match and building up to something. But whenever he's about to hit something massive, a spinebuster, a power bomb, a superplex, a brainbuster, anything like that, Kidman's just out of his reach and using his speed, and it tires Batista out, and he clearly gets frustrated and falls into a Kidman trap, where he kind of drop toe holds him, kind of maybe hits him with some sort of springboard move, and then has just enough time to hit that shooting star press, and picks up the win.
It's a big win, I'll tell you that.
It's a massive win, that's for sure.
Cut backstage in the joint GM offices. There's like a little sliding door or something like that. Eric slides the door open and comes in, and he's like, Paul, what the hell was that? Paul's like, what do you mean? I mean, I thought that was okay match. I mean, listen, it wasn't the best, but like, hey, I mean, it's not Billy's fault. And Eric's like, no, Paul, you've been doing this now ever since I drafted you here. I chose you, all right, to come here to Raw with me. And Paul's like, I don't think that's how that works. Eric says, ignore that. Paul, I brought you here to work with me, and now you're working against me. I don't make a match, and you make a match. I choose a number one contender. You make a number one contenders match. Can't work like that, Paul. We have to have some kind of communication here. Paul's like, Eric, I don't get what your deal is, dude. You're sacrificing the quality of the show for your own ego. Like, what? Do you hate the fans or something like that? And Eric's like, of course I hate the fucking fans. They're stupid as fuck. I'm just getting for the money.
True.
And so can you, Paul. You can also sell your soul. Like me.
Controversy creates cash.
You can live in a nice house like me. Unlike whatever New York basement you're living in.
I said I don't get time to go home a lot because we're on the road all the time. Have you been to the house shows? I have to go to all the house shows.
All the house shows. And Paul Heyman says, you know, Eric, you've left me no choice. He's like, you wanna talk about doing things behind your back?
Remember, this is a 2-minute angle.
I know.
Okay, go on.
It's very rapid fire. They're very witty people. It says, Eric, say to my you want me to say it to your face? Fine. I'm gonna give you right now. Intercontinental Championship match tomorrow night for Raw. Shelton Benjamin defending that belt against Billy Kidman. And Eric's like, at least it's to my face. Thank you.
Well, if Shelton Benjamin's still the Intercontinental Champion by then.
Oh, yeah. Shit. I didn't even think about that.
He's gonna fight Ric Flair, and quite frankly.
Oh my god. Paul Heyman's like, oh no.
Oh no.
Billy's gonna die.
Billy's gonna die.
We'll hold off, actually. Shit, you're right. What if...
Well, I think that match is next.
Oh my.
No, wait, there's Kane! It's Kane!
It's Kane! Kane is sneaking around. And we overhear Paul Bearer, who says, oh, it begins tomorrow!
What begins tomorrow?
He goes, no!
No! Okay. Yep. IC
title match 80. Orton and Benoit did it.
Orton and Benoit are getting paid.
The
They're getting paid.
Shelton Benjamin, through all the interference, and there's a lot of it, Haas runs down and tries to, corner Benjamin, and then Batista comes down and maybe lays out Haas, and Batista distracts Benjamin, maybe distracts the ref, and then Flair's able to hit a low blow or something like that. Benjamin gets rolled up by Ric Flair, but the ref's being distracted by Batista. He's trying to get Batista to go to the back.
Oh,
like,
no.
No.
Look, referee, he's pinning him.
He pinned.
He's pinned. Ref, look.
And so Batista gets sent backstage, and Charlie Haas gets up. And as the refs were still trying to get Batista to go backstage, Charlie Haas, fucking hits Ric Flair with just maybe a punch or something like that. But that's not it. That's nowhere near the finish. These two are going to keep going another 8 minutes or so until finally Shelton Benjamin connects with a T-bone suplex. He pins Ric Flair. 1, 2, 3. And still, Intercontinental Champion.
And still, big win for Shelty.
Okay, now we'll book that in for Raw.
Shelton's on a fucking roll. He's beaten Triple H, he's beaten Randy Orton, he's beaten Ric Flair. There's only one Evolution member left. That's Billy Gunn. That's Billy Gunn. That's Billy Gunn.
It is. No! Away from me. No! He got bigger. was gonna say, I was like, when the fuck do we ever do a Shelton Benjamin Billy Kidman match? The fuck is the game talking about?
When did we do Shelton Benjamin Billy Gunn against some velocity one?
Probably, yeah. Very cool.
Billy Gunn. Your instincts tell you this should be Billy Gunn.
So you get a big video here showing off the Eddie Guerrero Triple H feud. And here is your big Omega Triple H. It's time to play the game! You want to talk about this cage match?
I don't know what there is to say. These two, it's not much of a wrestling match. It's definitely a fight.
Between smoke and mirrors, baby.
Oh yeah, I mean, at some point that lock is going to come into play, and then they're going to be like, oh shit, we can't gimmick it, and then they get some bolt cutters, and they're going to cut the fucking cage open anyway.
Yeah, so my thinking with doing the lock was, whatever, Ric Flair's on ringside, he's kind of watching very passively until, you know, Eddie really starts to...
Well, he's at cage side. I don't think he's in the cage, right? So.
Oh, you're right, yeah, he's not in the cage. He's cage side. You're right. And so whatever, Ric Flair kind of looks over. He's tired, right? He's an older man, but he's definitely a little bit tired from earlier on night. He drops the referee with a right hand and looks around. And he finds the key for the for the lock and goes and puts it in, but it's not the right key. Ric's like, what? What the fuck? How the? And he looks over at the ref and he's like, okay, fine. Plan B. And he calls down somebody, and it's Dave Batista. And Batista comes down, but Batista's already fought Billy Kidman and interfered in a Ric Flair match. He's too tired to use his extreme power. He can't rip the door open.
Batista's like, I am depleted.
He's like, Rick, water bottle for me.
I need to sleep, Rick. I must sleep. Humans must sleep to recover energy.
He just falls asleep on the floor. And he's like, all right, plan C. And he beckons Randy Orton. And Randy Orton...
Wait, Randy's here?
Oh, no, Randy Orton has come. And Randy goes, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. And he's like, it is up to me. And Rick books it backstage. Triple H and Eddie keep fighting. And then eventually Rick comes down with bolt cutters. But, oh my god, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, they're on the outside. They stop Ric Flair. They, I don't know,
rip the bolt cutters
away. I don't know where.
They throw them into the crowd.
Yes, they throw them into the crowd. Somebody dies.
No, the crowd catch them and they're like, woo!
They brawl Ric Flair back. Charlie Haas is fighting off Ric Flair, and Shelton Benjamin pulls out from his pocket a nice little fold up like blanket. He puts it over Batista and pats him on the head. And runs back to help with Ric Flair. And eventually, after all that,
oh my.
That's the best match we've ever run, by the way.
40-minute Hell in a Cell match, I'm not surprised.
Sensational wrestling and fantastic heat.
This is not a match you would find on Heat.
Eddie Guerrero hits his frog splash.
And still.
Oh, yeah, still.
Well, we don't need to bug anything in because we already have it. Oh, wait.
We do, yeah.
I think we should just leave it for now. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to change it right now. Because when something doesn't happen, I'll forget. And it'll look terrible.
That's fair.
Be like, oh, God.
That's fair. What a match this is going to be.
Thank you.
Yeah, the amount of time you spent building up this match is going to be reset. What, you mean an hour?
Yeah, but it's like, oh my god. Holy shit. That's a really good fucking match.
It was, yeah. A good show. A good pay-per-view.
I think so. Yeah, it's a really good fucking show.
Yeah. We just need bigger broadcasters.
There are no broadcasters in all these regions.
You mean no bigger broadcasters in all these regions?
No. I'm pretty sure there just are none for pay-per-views in a lot of these.
What, in the 3 American regions? Really?
I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that. Why is I don't even what would be the 3 American regions? Like maybe I understand
Hawaii, Puerto
Hawaii,
Rico,
and Texas.
New England.
Yeah. That's probably fucking it. I won't even lie. That's probably it.
John Cena country, they only get SmackDown pay-per-views. Do.
Who am I hyping up over?
I think it's Trips, Eddie, and Randy.
I like it. No, we're giving Eddie that hug.
Hell yeah. I think we should give Chris Benoit a hug.
I wouldn't get near Chris Benoit.
Okay, that's fair.
We're gonna give both the Hell in the Cell guys a hug because they're both busted open, probably because it's an 04 Hell in the Cell match.
True.
So
yeah.
everybody's bladed, so it's like, thank you.
Appreciate it.
I didn't realize we gave Brock a hug after Mania. That's kind of fire.
Goodbye, Brock.
Why did I praise Jazz for a great performance after back? Oh, she's probably pissed about losing the
Oh yeah, that was true. We should actually replace Randy with Lita. We'll get working on her.
Yeah.
And she did do really well, to be fair.
She did stupid well. We good with that speech?
I'm good with that speech.
All right, cool. Well, I'd like to thank you all for being here live and or watching on YouTube. Puddy, you want to say us out?
Sure. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you haven't seen the rest of this series, go back and check it out, or check out any of Tucker's other stuff, and hopefully we'll see you again in the future. And if we do, we'll see you guys then.